Live from a snowdrift as high as my ego, it's the Mastication Station. With your host, because he's doing community service, Tony J Lemmon. And back again because America has no talent, the studio Ed, Lee Daly. Tonight's guest, flow artist and professional towel folder, Danielle Andrews. And George Clooney lookalike and bequeather of radio stations, John O'Rourke. And our musical guest, all the way from Stuttgart, Germany, Treacherous Disco Pants. Our sponsor tonight is Bobby Lee Snow Removal, removing snow on a shoestring budget. And now, just put your paws up, because he was born this way, Tony J Lemmon. Hey everybody, welcome to Mastication Station. I just came back from the commissary, the Mastication Station commissary, trying to work off my meal. It was a 6-course meal. It was 5 Tide Pods and a toothpick. So I gotta work that off. Hey, the Studio Ed is here, ladies and gentlemen. Studio Ed here on probation.
Hi everybody, I'm on probation. That's community service.
You look holy in that lighting.
I feel lighter. I think I'm floating. My diet was to lose 220 pounds over the course of overnight, and I did it. Yes, so yeah.
You're just ahead now.
I'm just ahead of the game.
Yes, lovely. Where are we at tonight? I don't even remember.
We are at Erie, Pennsylvania. We have several crew members that are from the South, and they have never seen big snow. So our director and coordinator decided that where in the United States is the most snow, and that's in Erie, Pennsylvania. That's where we're at.
Ah, that sounds eerie.
It is. They have over 60 inches of snow.
60
inches.
That's well over 3 feet, isn't it?
That's about 3.5 feet.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, metric ton probably.
Right.
Yeah. So that's where we're at, and then we're staying at the Hotel 1, which is right next to the studio. It's convenient.
Yes, it's a lovely, lovely hotel, the Hotel 1, with the room they have.
Lobby.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, the crew's in the lobby, and they're never happy about that.
No, but at least they don't hear you snoring in the truck.
That's true, and they don't have to rescue you from Benihana.
Well, that's true.
No Benihanas in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
That's nice.
Tonight is a special night. We have a special guest. Danielle Andrews is here, and she's going to be showing you her dance moves. I used to do this stuff. I can't do it anymore, so I'm going to have her do it tonight. And also, Mr. O'Rourke, Mr. we call him around here. He is the head of WELT.
Mr. O'Rourke
and
from
yes,
Fantasy Island? No way!
I will be his tattoo this evening.
How did you know?
Oh, and our sponsor.
I just want to point that out.
Did you say our sponsor?
No, I did not say our sponsor yet. Our sponsor is Bobby Lee Snow Removal. And they helped us out. We couldn't get from the hotel to the studio because there's so much snow. So we called Bobby Lee Snow Removal. So hats off to Bobby Lee. 1-800 Bobby Lee, just one E at the end there because there's only 7 digits.
.com.
.net,
right?
Org, I don't know. But so if you're in Erie, Pennsylvania and you have snow and you need it removed, call Bobby Lee Snow Removal.
And he will do that correctly, we hope.
That's what he does all summer long.
We will be right back after this. Don't go away. If you do, we'll find you. There you go.
This is our Gray's Box. It's a great way to snack. Fresh, tasty, and created using only the best ingredients. Choose from our range of over 90 delicious snacks. We'd like to invite you to try a hand-picked box for free. Go to grays.com and we'll send a free box directly to your office or home. It may even help you keep your hand out of the cookie jar.
Go to grays.com and enter the code EAT13 for a free box.
Grays.com. Snacking reinvented.
Sleeplessly embracing, but
Butterflies and needles line my seamed up joint, in case I need it. In my stomach, on my heart, chainmail, hunger of the pine. Hunger of the pine. Sleeplessly embracing your yearning to me, plenty more days in the sea, and so you finally use it. Bedding with me, you see at night your heart wears night armor. Hunger of the pine.
Welcome back to Mastication Station. Thanks for sticking around. You deserve it. We're back, and Danielle Andrews is here, and she is a what do you call flowist?
Flow artist.
Flow artist. Flow artist. Welcome her, everybody. Welcome you. Yay.
Innovation.
Did you ever talk about how many guests, studio audience?
No, but during her performance, I was able to count, and we had over 3,000 reserved seats.
Yes.
12. 12 actually showed up. The front row is completely filled. Remember, we are in Erie, Pennsylvania, where they have over 62 inches of snow. So getting out seemed to be difficult. So 3,000 reserved seats paid in advance, which is, at 38 cents a seat. That comes to like $30.
But it was like $25 shipping and handling, so I'm
shipping you out, maybe.
Anyway, Danielle is here. Now, how long have you done this, been a flow artist?
It's been about 4 years. Yep, 3 on fire.
Okay, whoa. Because you weren't on fire tonight.
No.
So describe the fire part of it.
It's very different than the lights part of it.
Yeah.
They're similar because you're using objects with your body, but fire, you need safety first, of course. Knowledge of the flame and how it can move through the wind and everything. If you're going to be performing with it, they prefer that you have insurance and the knowledge to be in front of people like with something like that.
Yeah. So you have to wear flame retardant clothes or anything like that?
Natural fibers, because they don't melt to your skin.
Oh, okay.
So anything 70% or better. What I'm wearing right now is actually through Harmonic Threads. It's an Etsy shop, and this is 100% cotton. So I mean, everything will burn at some point or another, but this will not travel up and start to scald my skin.
Right. How far do you travel to do all this stuff?
Farthest would be 5 hours out.
Now you said you go to Ohio.
A lot of the time.
And 5 hours, where was that when it was?
That was up by Pennsylvania for Pyro de Mayo. Yeah.
I had one of those.
It was really
once.
rainy actually, so we didn't really get to burn
Oh, that's
much.
too
But
bad.
yeah, that's probably the farthest. Oh, in Kentucky, that was 5 hours out for Playthink. That was a kids-focused flow festival that was fire-friendly. That was fun.
In the next several years, where do you see your show going? Do you see yourself adding some stuff to it?
Well, I never thought I would even set things on fire. So, and I have fire insurance now. I have a lot of friends that do it, but I mainly do it solo, and it's been quite a journey. I have business cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm not really sure. I'm just going to see where it takes me.
Yeah. That sounds like, I think it'd be better if you did it than me, that's for sure.
Oh,
I don't know.
probably fire breathe.
I'll set you on fire tonight.
Well, I appreciate you being here, and I thank you that you didn't burn the place down. That was nice of you. I know you've already done your thing, but would you like to do a challenge?
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
You wanna go over the rules?
I'm going to go over the rules. So
Change
get the
6 times.
tissue box out.
Okay.
So this is a very simple game. Challenge. I'm going to give you a minute, and you're going to draw out the tissues one at a time.
One hand or both hands or
Which hand is your primary hand?
left?
Use the opposite.
I should have lied.
Should
Should have lied. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so when I say go, you're going to pull the tissues out one at a time.
Right hand, okay.
Try to leave them on the table. And when I
Okay.
say stop, then we're going to count whose stack is the highest.
Oh, and before we start, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a new tool that we have purchased for Mastication Station, and that is the fast forward button. Oops, the fast forward button.
Great, you just fast forward.
I just did fast forward just a little bit. So if things go awry, I will hit the fast forward button and things will go a lot faster for those of you who are watching this on Facebook. So just so you know, I might have to touch the blue part of that button. There's a lot of power involved. So
Did that come out of your salary?
I think Hawaii just got another warning. So okay, so you tell us go.
On your
Whenever.
mark, get set.
Can we hold the box?
Yeah, hold the box with your other hand.
Can we hold the box? Okay, good.
All right.
Ready, set, go.
Well, you're going faster than me.
Can't distinguish the files now.
I don't know whose is whose.
Stop. Wow. Now count the tissues.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I count a lot.
Or just put them in roughly a stack.
Okay. Oh, they don't count?
I don't
Okay.
think. I'm thinking
Okay, here's my
Danielle's
pile.
gonna win. But Tony, you have to be flatter.
540.
She got 540.
What'd you get?
536.
Wow, that was really, really close. Good job,
Even though
Danielle. You win.
the box says 120. So, All right, well, thank you. Thank Danielle Andrews for being here.
Thanks, Danielle.
We'll be right back after this. Don't go away. Thank you.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm your spokesperson. This is an important message for anyone who took the prescription drug Xarelto or Pradaxa and had a serious bleeding event. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered from a serious bleeding event,
call 800-230-2614 immediately.
Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious internal bleeding, stroke, and death.
Call 800-230-2614 immediately.
You may be entitled to compensation. Call now for a free consultation.
Hey, welcome back to Mastication Station. I'm glad you got your snacks and everything. We're here waiting for you, you know. So, well, they had to get snacks during the commercial, you know.
Fascinating.
John O'Rourke is here, or John O, they call you.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people can't get the O'Rourke out.
Yes, and I want to tell you, a friend of mine, George Clooney, was talking to me, and he said, he asked me who's on the show and everything, and I said John O'Rourke, and he goes, "Oh, I know him."
He does.
How does he know you?
We actually have the same birthday, but we went to school together, and we made our first communion together in 2nd grade. We had our birthday party when we were in 2nd grade together in the Quonset hut at St. Michael's School in Columbus, Ohio. And so we had a Major Matt Mason cake. Remember the little action figure Major Matt Mason? We had a moon-shaped cake, and you know, moon landing was a big deal back then.
Oh, sure.
And so we did that and had all this fun, and I didn't realize it was George Clooney until he was Batman, and my mom called me and said, "Hey, you're gonna go see your friend George in the movie?" And I'm like, "I don't know anybody named George." "Your friend from 2nd grade." I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "That's George Clooney." That was when ER was big. I'm like, "That's not George. I don't know." Yes, and she sent me the pictures. There it is. And I was cuter than George in 2nd grade.
And I would say you probably still are.
My wife's cuter than his.
Do you have anything of his signed, like artwork?
No, I've got a class picture.
There you go.
So
Yeah, well, you can have him sign. I can sign it and just say he signed it.
sure.
Yeah,
That'll like raise the value.
at least significantly by 1%.
Yeah, significantly.
Significantly by 1%.
So you are here at the library doing WELT
You mean back up in Fort Wayne?
somewhere. Oh, where are we at?
Erie,
Erie.
Pennsylvania.
Was the plane flight okay?
It was
to
fine.
get you here?
Little hairy landing because it was snowing.
Okay. Well, you know, that's our sponsor because, you know, they have to pay for it for us. So
Sure.
sometimes, you know, I think we had the plane with the actual scoop on it, didn't we?
I think we flew him in with a crop duster, which I'm surprised he didn't freeze his head off.
Oh.
I had hair when I left.
Sorry about that.
So back in Fort Wayne, you do WELT,
Right.
the radio station. What is your role in that?
I'm my title's station manager, and WELT is a community radio station, which means it is totally run by the community. I'm the station manager. I'm on staff here at the library with Access Fort Wayne, but really I don't program it. I don't pick the programming. I help train people to come in. I help get the facility ready, but it's really open for any resident who wants to do a show on almost any subject.
So that means really you don't do anything.
Really, this is it. This is the most work I've done since I started.
It's a great job.
Just the figurehead, really. Eye
Right.
candy, whatever.
Well, you know.
So, but you've started other radio stations, right?
I did. When I moved to Fort Wayne, it was back in 1990. I moved here from Tampa, Florida, and to build a radio station called B106, which was a lot of fun. We ran that for several years, had a great time with that, and so that was the first station I had a chance to. I didn't own it, but the owners hired me, and we hired the whole staff. We put it together and had a great run. It was a lot of fun.
Now, the format of that radio station, that's pretty much stayed the same, hasn't it, over the years?
B106?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a Catholic radio station.
Is
now.
it?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was urban monks or something.
Well, it was.
Those are.
It went through a lot. It went through a lot of changes after I left. But
Okay. So, but have you traveled to other places in the country and done a lot of radio stations?
Radio's taken me a lot of places.
Okay, where have you been?
Let's see. Started way back when, and I was in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Went from there to Columbus, Ohio, and had a lot of fun there. And then went to our sister station in Phoenix, and was there for several years. Had a lot of fun there. From Phoenix, I wanted to become a program director, so I got my first program director's job in Toledo, Ohio, and went from Toledo to Tampa, Florida, and was working in Tampa, Florida. And when they called and said, "Are you tired of the sand and the sunshine and all the beautiful people? Would you like to move to Fort Wayne?" No, I was really excited because, again, I wanted a chance to build a station from scratch, hire a whole staff, and do the whole thing. And so that was a great opportunity. And I thought I'd be in Fort Wayne for a year or two, the smallest town I ever lived in. And but I got here, loved the town, met the lady that became my wife, and
By lottery?
mail order.
Okay.
No, but so and now I can't see. I've lived in Fort Wayne now longer than I lived anywhere else in my life, including where I grew up.
And you did the Three Rivers Festival. You were like the...
Yeah, when I came,
did that.
I was here, and then I was lured away to Salt Lake City to program a station there. And my wife was going to follow me out, but she ended up getting a big promotion at her job. So I worked out my contract there and then came back. And oddly enough, I don't even know if anybody at the festival knows this, I took the first interview with the Three Rivers Festival for the free flight home for Thanksgiving. I said, well, if you can interview me the week of Thanksgiving, I can come in. So they flew me in. I literally had no intention of, but I went in, talked to people, and then, after I talked to people and we talked about things, then I started going, this could be a lot of fun, and we could do, and we had a great run for several years, and then from there I went back into radio, program WMEE, and most recently, before I came here, I was I worked at Star 88.3, which is a contemporary Christian station. Ran there for several years. Had just awesome people there, and then most recently I was at Magic 95. I did afternoons there, but I did promotions and marketing for that station, also their sister station, Fun 101, and the new alternative station, Alt 99.5. So, great people there too.
You have the best. I would call the word a swath.
A swath.
Swath of
I
radio.
just can't keep a job. No, but when this came up with Access Fort Wayne and WELT, the late Eric Mulberg did such an awesome job. First with Access for decades, and then it was always a dream to get this community station started, and he got it started on the ground. It was just really starting to roll pretty well when we lost Eric, and that was really, really sad, and we're still feeling the effects of that. But the chance to come in here and work with people who want to be in radio because they like what radio can do, how it can tell stories. The whole idea behind community radio is not to be another radio station and try to compete against all the commercial stations. It's really to give a voice to those who are underserved already. So, and it's just it's a great opportunity. I mean, there is such a huge variety of programs there, from awesome talk shows to music from all cultures. Feifei does this show. It's with all this African music, and some of it's really contemporary, and some of it's there is just something for everybody there.
You get that good medical. Is it Dr. Kaufman or
Cashman?
Dr. Cashman's been on there,
he does a good job.
And there's room for a lot more. We're hoping to get more diverse programming on, and that's one of the things I'll be doing is working to reach out to other communities who don't have a voice on. We have Hispanic programming on. We'd love to get a lot more diverse programming on. So,
I would like to have a show on there where you can hear paint drying. I think that'd be very interesting.
It could be.
Yeah.
You could submit that. We'll take that to the programming committee
It's only
and
a
see what
5-minute
they
show.
say. So fast, quick drying paint.
Yes, quick. It was a lot of fun. And thank you for coming here.
Oh, it's been a
I
pleasure.
appreciate you
This was
doing
fun.
this and traveling all this way
Yeah.
through the 60 inches of somewhat. So are you thinking that maybe you're okay with a challenge?
Sure.
Sure.
What are you gonna do?
Challenge.
Challenge.
Okay. Lee's going to explain it while I open the box because that's all I can do mentally.
All right, so the challenge is you're going to draw Kleenex one at a time out of the box using your non-preferred hand. Now, you don't have to be honest with that.
You don't, I do.
We all know, Tony.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to count to 30, and after we're done, we're going to count and see whose stack is the largest.
All right.
You can do that much.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can prep?
Yeah.
One at a time, and any tissues that land on the floor do not count.
Now, the last game I lost
By 1.
by 1, so
Yeah,
we'll
the
see.
boxes only have 120 tissues, and both of you said over 500.
Yeah. Well, I was following her lead.
somewhat
And by
random.
the way, just to remind everybody, this is our Mastication Station official designated fast forward button right here. So if for some reason things get a little hairy, I'm going to fast forward my way out of it. So I don't plan on touching it, but you never know.
That doesn't seem fair.
It's my show.
Proper stretching.
I'm stretching over here.
On your
Okay.
mark.
You
get
can hold
set,
it. Yeah.
Go.
Wow, he's fast. That's all that radio. Wow. Is he done?
And stop.
Wowzers.
How many do you have left in your box?
I have.
Yeah, that's a better way
Here,
to
just
count.
do this way.
Yeah.
Pull your stack out of the box.
Okay, okay.
That's what I have left.
I like this. He's in charge. I like that.
Oh, I think he just
Oh my gosh, he
whooped
won.
you.
He won. Look at that.
Good job,
You hear the
Dano.
crowd going nuts.
The crowd is on their feet.
A lot of mine are on the floor.
Yeah, well, there's a. All right, well, thank you, John, for being here, and thanks for coming. And we're gonna have to get you home now soon, aren't we?
Oh,
'Cause
do I get a return
Yeah,
trip?
yeah,
Crop
you
duster.
do.
Okay.
We'll see you after this. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, hey, everybody. How are you? We are back. Yes. So where are we going to head next time?
Well, we've had the big snow. I think we need to head south. I'm going to talk to Robin, our travel agent,
Okay.
and see if we can be somewhere where there's no snow. South. Like
That's getting smaller and
Arkansas,
smaller though because they've got snow
Tennessee.
and-
There's snow everywhere. There's
Yes.
snowing in Texas and
Yeah.
maybe in the Bahamas. Ooh, I'd love the Bahamas.
Yeah. Even central Florida is
Is in the
snowy.
middle of Florida.
Yeah.
But there's alligators there.
Yeah. Partly. Yeah.
I don't want to be near alligators and chew on my foot.
Well, get that infection out of it.
Oh, just disgusting.
Well, if you are interested in any quips, humorous vignettes, stories,
Sarcasm.
recipe swaps,
Sarcasm.
sarcastic remarks, anything of that nature or more, you can email us at, I think I'm going to put it up here in the flowers here. There it is. Mastication Station. You can email us at yahoo.com. Mastication Station. Yahoo.com.
Got Tom.
Tot.gom.
Did you miss a nap?
You've heard of .com before now. Come on. You know. We'll be back next time. See you later. Bye-bye.